Hey gorgeous soul, my name is LiliJasmijn and today I'm back with another tutorial. We are going to learn how to warm up our feet, our ankles, and our calves for a heels class or practice. Let's go. First, I would like for you to take off your shoes if you haven't already, because we need a little bit more range of motion than we can get in shoes. So make sure that you are wearing socks or no socks, whatever you want, bare feet are fine. And then find something to hold. So in this case, I'm gonna hold this mirror, and then one by one, we are going to come up to our releve on one foot first, because we don't want to force it. I'm assuming that you're completely cold still, that this is the first thing you're doing. You are warming up with me, because this is also the first thing that I'm doing. So make sure to push, really push the front of your foot over your toes, and then come back to flat. You can do this around 10 times or 15 times, and then you switch to the other side. So make sure that your ankle is not wobbly, so I don't want to see this. I don't want you to lean on one side of your toes. I want all 5 toes to be pushed into the ground, and then you come up and you roll your foot over your toes. So make sure that everything's straight. If you want, you can stand in front of a mirror like I did, or you can just look down. And then you push your foot up. Okay, and then once you've done that, you can hold on to something for balance, and we're gonna do it together. So make sure that your knees are stretched, so your legs are straight, and then you're gonna come up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing, but with bended legs. So we're gonna stand like this, and then we're gonna come up and down, and then we switch and down, up and down, up and down. Keep going, ta, 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 ta. You can do that around 20 times or 10 each. And then we are going to move on to the next thing. So you can hold on to something for balance. If you don't need it, you don't have to, obviously. And we're going to do tendus. So that is, for those who have done ballet before, you know this move. We are not gonna do them in our turned out position. We're just gonna keep our feet parallel, and then we are going to slide our foot over the ground. So keep contact with the floor. This is for people who have never done ballet. Keep your foot stuck to the floor until you really can't anymore, and then your heel comes off the floor, and then you point your toes. And then you do the same thing but backwards. So you first touch the floor with the front part of your foot, your toes, and then you slide it back in. So this was a very slow motion, obviously. You don't have to do it this slow, but I just wanted to show you how to do it. And then come back and slide till you can't no more. Always reach further. So make sure that your legs are stretched. Always reach further than where you can go. And then come back. And then you're gonna switch. Obviously, you're gonna do the same thing with the other leg. And then you are done. You can do 10 to 15 on each side. Then we are going to do one of the last things. I'm already doing it. We are going to flex and stretch our foot off the ground. So again, you can hold something for balance. I know, broken record and stuff, but you don't have to, or you don't have to if you don't want to, because if you're not holding something and you're actually using your balance in this case, and you can, you are also warming up your calf on your standing legs. So if you want to make it a little bit more difficult for yourself, you can try to balance while you point and flex your foot. Then you switch as well to the other leg, obviously, because we have 2. And then you point and flex. Then one thing that I see a lot of dancers do and a lot of people teach is to circle your foot. But your ankle is not the same as your hip. So your hip bone is a ball inside of a bowl, and that can move all sides. So that can make a circle if need be, but your ankle is not the same kind of connection with your foot. Like your shin doesn't have the same kind of connection with your foot. So we do not move it in circles. We can move it like this, and we can move it like this, or that. At least those are the best movements to do for your ankles. So make sure that you do this, and if you want, you can do it necessarily, but you can if you want to, but don't make circles, because that will damage your ankles in the long run. So make sure to keep that in mind when you warm up. And then you are warm. Those were the 4 exercises that I wanted to give you to warm up your foot, your ankle, your feet, your ankles, and your calves before you start dancing on heels. See you next time.